How old were you when you found out that a deck of cards can actually be used as an elevator? If you didn't know, I'll show you just how. Got the ace, the 2, and the 3 of hearts. Put the 3 and the 2 down to use the ace to start with. Take the ace and I put it on the bottom floor of the elevator. Up and down buttons are here, so I'll press the up button to get it to the top. And there it is. I'll take the 2, I'll put them on the top. Press the down button with a wave of my hand. He's on the bottom. Now one day the 3 was actually taking the elevator and there was a power outage and he got stuck right in the middle. Just like that. Now the 3 was quite good friends with the ace and the 2. And they were quite upset to see him stuck there. So the ace went right into the middle to try and find him, into the middle of the deck. And the 2 went on the top. As the 2 went further down, he found the ace, and the ace would already found the 3. As you can see, right here. The 2 found the ace with another card, which as I said, is none other than the 3 of hearts. That is the elevator trick. There's loads of variations. This is kind of my interpretation. It's got a slightly different ending to the traditional one. If you want to see how to do it, it's quite simple. Just watch the rest of the video. So here's how to do the trick I just performed, the elevator trick. It's really simple and it's got a great effect. And yeah, this is it. So you need just 4 cards, and the cards you need to use are the ace, 2 and 3 of any set. I use the hearts just because, well, there's no reason, just because that's the set I found first. And then you're also going to need another random card. I think if you're using red cards, use a black card as your random card, and if you're using black cards, use a red card as your random card, just because the colour change is a lot more visual. So the only real thing here you need is the setup. I've modified the trick a bit just to make it easier, but even the traditional version is quite simple as well. So the way you're going to want to set up is just to have the ace and the 2 just by themselves laying out on the table, and then the 3 with your random card behind it. You need to make sure it's flush with the other card, or flushing with the other cards, because you don't want to be flashing that. So you want it just like that. And that's how you set up. And then you can say whatever. If you want to know the routine, you can kind of just say it, whatever. You can just make it up as you go along, but you can rewatch the performance to use mine. So you're going to pick up the cards one by one, saying what they are, the ace and the 2. When you pick up the ace and the 2, this isn't necessary, but I put the ace on top of the 2 so it's overlapping a bit. And that way you can drop the ace on top of the 3, just like this, and completely cover it. So if you flash the card behind the 3 when you pick it up, it will still be covered by the it'll be covered because you've got the 2 sticking out. So that's a more fail-safe method, but you can do it however. So you pick up the cards, and the cards should be in the order ace, 2, 3 and random card. And then you're just going to say, I'm going to put the 3 down when you're putting the random card down. I'm going to put the 2 down when you're putting the 3 down, and then you're just going to keep the last 2 cards, which is the ace and the 2, in your hand, but it just looks like the ace. And you're just going to say, well, I've got the ace because I'm going to use that first. And you just put it on the deck. You don't have to say anything there. Just put it on the deck. So now you've put the ace and the 2 on top of the deck like this. And then what you're going to do is just peel off one single card, which will just be the 2. You're not going to show them, and you're just going to say casually, I'm going to take the ace and put it on the bottom, when you're taking the 2 and putting it on the bottom. And then you can say, and then you've got the ace left on top, and you can say, press the up button, and the ace comes to the top. And I mean, from here on, it's just performance, really, because there's no actual trick left, apart from the ending, which I changed myself. And then So you've got the ace, and now you've got the 2 on the bottom. So you want to be careful. You don't want to accidentally kind of flash this to the spectator, because they'll get a bit suspicious because you're meant to have the 2 here rather than on the bottom. So you've got the 2 on the bottom, and you're going to say, now I pick up the 2, which is actually the 3. You can see now I pick up the 2 and I put it on the top. And then you press the down button and show that the 2 is now on the bottom. And you can lay that out. And now here's the only part of the trick that requires any smallest part of sleight of hand, but even then it's quite simple to master. So now you're going to pick up the random card, which is the 7, and you've currently got the 3 on top. You're going to pick up the random card, which is the 7, and you're just going to say your performance line, and you're just going to say that, and then put the 7 into the middle. And if you're performing to someone who knows anything really about magic, you're going to kind of want to make it clear that you've got no breaks or anything, so that it's truly in the middle and random in the middle. But I mean, that doesn't matter because it's just a random card, so you've still got the 3 on the top, the ace and the 2. And then what you're going to want to do is a move which I believe is called the Marlowe lift, where you effectively, I'll show you at this angle so you can see, you lift up the top card like this, so that it looks like the deck is almost expanded. You can't really see it from the top, but if you're looking from the magician's angle, you can see that there's a massive gap there, just to make the deck look bigger. And now, this works even better if the spectator is in front of you, but you guys are looking from above, but even then it works. You're going to just say, I'm putting the ace in the middle, when really, all you're doing is taking the ace and putting it in this big gap here, and under the 3. So what you're going to have done is place the ace under the 3. Now, first of all, to get into this position of having this lifted up, it's really not that tricky, because let's just say, let me just get a random card. Let's just say that the queen is the random card we're using. When you put it in, you're going to put it in, just put it in normally, and kind of make a big deal like this out of kind of having no breaks. And while you do that, all you have to simply do after is lift up this top card, catch a pinky break, and catch a pinky break like this under it. So you're just going to make a big deal out of it, and they won't really notice. At the end, you just kind of discreetly pick up this top card and catch a pinky break under it like this. What you don't want to do is overtly kind of draw attention to these cards, because that could make them suspicious and look. So you just need to kind of smoothly kind of ruffle the deck around and then lift this up like that. I don't know, it seems hard to explain because it seems like it's pretty obvious, but if you rewatch the performance, well, when you watch the performance, I don't think you would have kind of noticed that. So you're into this position, and you're just going to place the ace in under here, making it look like it's in the middle of the deck. What I normally do is I just kind of push these cards out a bit, push in, not actually put it in, but just push these cards out a bit so they get a bit of this, so it looks like that you're trying to push your card into the deck. So this is a bit exaggerated, but it does look like you're trying to put it into the middle of the deck, and then you just put it here at the second card. And then you're just going to kind of bring your hand over and close it down, and bring the 2 over the top and place it down. So now you've just got a setup like this with the ace, the 3 and the 2, and all you have to do is cut the deck like that, and you can spread the cards or you can just fan out the cards, and you have and then you can just kind of end off the trick however you want. Normally I'd spread the cards, but the table I'm using is really bad for that, so the cards don't go down well. But yeah, you can take these cards out, let the spectator see or whatever, and you found the 3, and that's basically how I do the trick. Yeah, it's really simple. If you like tricks like that, look at my other videos, because I've got loads of great tricks. Some you could think are better, some you could think are worse. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just